Hi there. Good morning. This is Clay Hicks. I'm the CEO and founder of H7 Network. I'm also an entrepreneur at heart. And so today we're going to continue discussing what H7 calls the TRACS system, but information that will be in my upcoming book that I'm authoring. And so last week we talked about a little bit about the phases and the principles, and I introduced the principle of the draft principle and creating champions for yourself. So we kind of talked all about that. And so just a little bit of information about it. So the TRACS system, formerly known as, or it's known as TRACS in H7, it's on the homepage, all that stuff, we call it TRACS. Well, in the book is actually going to be based on the 7 stages of, creating champions for yourself. With a seventh stage being champions. Well, within those 7 stages, there's 3 principles in each of the stages or phases. And so I can list off a little bit of the stages. So number 1 is the networking introduction. Where it's new to networking kind of thing, or just starting your networking journey. There's the intentional one-to-one. There's the follow-up or follow-through, earning a little trust. There's the next 4. I'd rather not go into detail about that. So you can learn more at our training for our members, which is October 6th at 12 o'clock. Eastern time, and it is virtual. So you'll find it at h7network.com/h7virtual. So let's get into this. All right. So again, there's 7 stages or phases. I can't figure out which one I want to call it. Anyway, but within each phase is 3 principles. So today's principle is going to be based on newer to networking, or starting your journey with networking, just getting started in, not saying that you're new to networking, but you're now going to go networking. So there are 3 main principles in the networking introduction, or the first phase. And so today we're going to talk about the invite principle, which basically says you should practice inviting people. So when you're at a networking meeting or event, you should be practicing inviting people to go meet for coffee or Zoom, based on whether you're in person, want to be in person, want to be in Zoom, whatever you're networking with. So be aggressive, or, proactive is probably better, in inviting people to meet outside of the meeting, because relationships are actually formed outside of the meeting. So the practice of inviting is just saying to yourself, every time I go to this meeting, every time that I go to this event, I'm going to pull a few one-to-ones out of it. People that I choose to try to work with based on who my COIs are, my centers of influences, or people that may be interested in referring me, and vice versa, potential champions, things like that. And so that practice of inviting, though, is not always easy. Let me tell you. So I was just talking with a member last week. And so it was a he said, hey, I've been to quite a few meetings now. I love the culture. I love H7. I love what it's doing for my business already, or I love what the potential to do for my business is already. But I go to the meeting. So am I allowed to invite people to go meet up? I said, allowed? It's encouraged. Like, the people of H7, the culture tells you inside of H7 that they want to meet and build relationships, be champions for each other. That's what the culture tells you. And so because the culture tells you that, or it should tell you that, you are more than welcome to either invite people at an in-person meeting to go do an in-person one-to-one, intentional one-to-one, or if you're in a virtual meeting, maybe you talk about it in the small groups, or after the meetings and you can't get the chance to do it in the meetings, you can email people, because doing that one-to-one, doing that intentional one-to-one is where the relationships are beginning to be built and trust can begin to be earned. I hope you like my video today. Again, my name is Clay Hicks, And everybody have a great week. And I'll talk to you soon.